Hey guys, I'm SKV and you're watching SKV Plays On, and welcome to Black Myth Wukong. This is a video for those of you who are in the New Game Plus mode right now, who recently finished the playthrough on the first one and then kind of reached your New Game Plus 1, 2 and 3. Up to New Game Plus 3, I'm kind of showcasing the build I used, which does a lot of damage. I also used some other builds in New Game Plus 2 and 1, which was the defense to offense build, which I've already made a video for. You can check it out. But this particular build, for those of you who are playing your first playthrough on Black Myth Wukong, you can literally use the full golden armor set and be able to kind of do a lot of damage. So basically the things you need is the full golden armor set. And you need the Go-Ride Taoist, which you can get in chapter 2. You will also require the needle, but I don't think the first playthrough you will be able to get this very quickly, because this golden armor itself, you get it in chapter 4, and you have to find a shrine called the Estate of the Zhu. It is a particular shrine that is located in the village of Langji. So basically you have to find that particular shrine, and once you got that in the shrine, you can craft this particular armor set, and it's in chapter 4. So in chapter 1 you will be able to get this particular mask from the wolf boss, and you will be able to get this particular leg armor from defeating the final boss of chapter 1, the Black Bear Guai. So these are also important for the build, but for the beginners I would say the full set is really important. You will not have these 3 particular extra slots, of course, but make sure in chapter 3 try to get the Auspicious Lantern. And if you can, try to get a really high damage weapon from your crafting tree of your willow wood staff. You will probably be able to get the rat sage staff somewhere around chapter 2 itself or 3 itself. Or you can try to get your hands on the Kongjin staff or the long reed staff. Just find out about how to get these particular staffs by defeating some of the secret bosses, the long dragon bosses. So basically if you can get one of these staffs, it's more than enough for you to be able to do a particular one-shot build all the way up to New Game Plus 1 and 2. New Game Plus 3, by the time you reach New Game Plus 1, you will probably get this in your New Game Plus 1. If you can get your hands on the Fuban stuff. Now this is the build I would suggest you make. So basically this build, if you can make this build, you are kind of golden to do a one-shot. And I'm going to show you the one-shot build right now, what you're seeing, against a New Game Plus 4 related Yin Tiger. New Game Plus 4 related bosses are really tough. It's not a joke. They take a lot more longer to take down because it feels like their HP or the hit points that they have is much more bigger than anything you would have seen in New Game Plus 1, 2 and 3. So the Yin Tiger that I'm going to fight now is the New Game Plus 4 related Yin Tiger, and this build that I'm using currently, I used it all the way up to New Game Plus 3, where I actually one-shot the Scorpion boss or the Scorpion Lord boss in one of the hidden quests from chapter 4. So now I'm going to show you what this thing is capable of. All you have to be able to do is get this particular armor parts, which is pretty easy because you get the wolf armor mask from the chapter 1. The golden armor set, the chest piece, and then the hand, you'll get it in chapter 4 by crafting it in the shrine called the Estate of the Zhu, ZHU. And then of course the Gorite Taoist spirit, you get it in the chapter 2 itself. The particular boots or leg armor or shin guards, you get it from defeating the Black Bear Guai in chapter 1, the final boss. And of course these are RNG drops. Of course the Beast Buddha for crit damage and cat eye beads are for crit chance. In chapter 3, make sure to not miss out on this secret item drop. You have to defeat 9 of the lantern keepers to be able to get this drop. If you can get this particular build will actually do some crazy amount of damage. I'm going to show you what this build is capable of, but first let me explain why I'm using the chest piece and the arms of one full armor set, but not the other 2 pieces that match correctly. So basically this mask has the damage bonus on enemies when the enemy's health is in a critical state. So if their health is already low, this will help me deplete that little bit of health also by doing extra crit damage. Now that is the bonus damage, of course. Now coming to the boots. The boots, I'm using only one of it, and you can see that I don't get the perks of the other things that are available in the armor set, but I'm looking for the unique effect of these boots, which is after a moment in Cloud Step, considerably increases unveiling strike damage, which means your Cloud Step plays an important role. And again, when it says Cloud Step, you know why I told you to get this Auspicious Lantern, because it's related to your Cloud Step. This particular beguiled effect that you get in the pagoda region, where your eyes start glowing red, your health reduces by half, and you also go into a screen where it looks black and white pretty much. But if you haven't noticed, your attack is increased like crazy. This same effect is possible with this lantern curio, if you're able to get this curio by defeating 9 of those lantern keepers. Make sure to keep in mind, do not defeat the captain at the top of the pagoda. All the way at the top there is a Captain Voice. This captain is the final boss of the pagoda area. Do not defeat that one, because if you defeat that one, you will not be able to get the 9 lantern keepers in the lower prison floors. So you have to get those 9 and then get this drop. This is the only way to do it. Check out some tutorial. There's a lot of video tutorials that you will be able to know how to get this particular Auspicious Lantern. All you need to do is challenge the Yin Tiger.
Armor and arms.
Skip the cutscene. Here's the procedure. First, place your spirit on the floor. This is going to give you an attack boost. Go to the side, use your Cloud Step, use your ring, take a sip, bring out the boys, take another sip, and within the ring start charging up to a full 4 focus charge and go for it. That was a one shot. If you're wondering how come I was able to do a unified attack with my clones, that's because of the relic I have. The 6th relic gives me unified minds, which helps me do the unified hit with the duplicates. But for new players in your first playthrough, you'll not have this, but you will be able to get the Ring of Fire related ability from your 3rd relic. Basically, chapter 3, you will get a particular spell called the Ring of Fire. And if you can finish chapter 3 with the secret ending, you should be able to unlock this particular relic related ability in the middle in one breath. This will help you focus charge your staff all the way up to 4 focus points within the Ring of Fire. So even without using medicines, you will be able to kind of build up on it just doing the charging from your smash stance. So that is what I did, and I was able to do a one-shot on this guy. Now, right now I have a bit of a cooldown situation going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge him again. But this time I'm not going to use clones because it's in a cooldown state. I'm going to show you what amount of damage I do without the clones on a new game plus 4 related Yin Tiger. And then the cloud step, and then the ring, take a sip, charge it up, 2, 3, and 4. Look at that, I did 11,000 damage just now.
Take this.
I'm charging it up again. You can see how much damage I'm doing right now. So basically you do a lot of damage with your clones. That's why you want to have your clones. Even if you don't have the 6th relic, make sure your clones are out and doing a lot of damage, because they will kind of bring down the health of the boss very quickly. I'm just gonna show you, even without me doing any of the full 4 focus charge, I'm just gonna join in with the clones and see how much of the health goes down. With all the buffs, of course. Here we go. Check this out. So basically this is the armor build you want to have, and start doing an easy way of going through many of the bosses with one shots. Go to the side, do that, and then bring out the boys. And all I'm gonna do is take a sip, and here we go. Look at the amount of damage I'm able to do. So you can see like half of the health on this new game plus 4 Yin Tiger went down just with the clones help. So you can imagine how much damage you can kind of contribute and finish off the boss on the new game plus 1, 2 and 3. New game plus 4, all the bosses are going to be really high level HP, high defense or high damage output. So you'll probably get 1 shot or 2 shot by the boss itself. But your damage output is not something in New Game Plus 4 that can do a one-shot that easily. So yeah, keep that in mind. Up to New Game Plus 3, you will be able to use this particular build. So hopefully this helps out for any new player as well. The new players can definitely get these armor parts at the very beginning of the game. So definitely do try to get it. And again, for anyone who's reached the New Game Plus 1, definitely try to make this full setup and then try to get that damage output that I just showed you. All you have to do is make sure you put your spirit first. It's a simple process. You want to put down your spirit. Since he takes a lot of time with the animation, use your cloud step, ring, your clones, and take a sip to boost your crit chance. Charge it up inside the ring and let go. As long as you can do this, you should be able to do a very high amount of damage on the bosses all the way up to New Game Plus 3. New Game Plus 4, everything changes, so you gotta depend on a lot of crits and also try to make some defense armor related builds along with your dark iron staff mostly. But you can also use very risky armors like the Yaksha's armor and kind of go at it hoping that you can actually perfectly dodge every attack, because your attack boost is going to be really high with the Yaksha's armor. Anyways, that's about it for this particular video. Hope you guys like this build. Do try it out, especially the new players and those of you who are not able to go through your new game plus 1, 2 and 3. Up to new game plus 3, this build is pretty viable for a really super high damage and also sometimes one shot. You can make use of your medicines. I usually don't use medicines, so yeah, you can definitely make use of medicines to boost your damage even more if one boss is kind of giving you any trouble. But yeah, this build definitely helps. Again, just to show you, Fuban stuff, the needle, Gorai Taoist, you'll get him in the second chapter. The staff, you get it in the new game plus 1. The wolf mask you get in first chapter. The gold armor set, you get it in the 4th chapter. Once you reach the estate of the Zhu shrine, you'll be able to craft it in the shrine itself. Then the Ebongold armor set you get in the first chapter after defeating the final boss, the Black Bear Guai. Of course, you do have to go to the chapter 3 to get this Auspicious Lantern. Defeat 9 of the Lantern Keepers. Do not defeat the Wise Voice Captain all the way at the top of the pagoda before you have defeated the 9 Lantern Keepers. After the 9 Lantern Keepers, after you got this Lantern Drop Curio, then you go defeat the boss. Until then, try to find those 9 Lantern Keepers and then try to get this. It's very important for your cloud step. Then of course, crit chance related stuff, put whatever you want in your gourd. It's up to you, but make sure to put your Taoist first on the floor. Then you do the cloud step, then put a ring, then you put the clones out, and then take a sip of your gourd fruit to increase a little bit of crit chance from your soaks, and then go for a full 4 focus charge within the ring of fire. Make sure your ring of fire from your 3rd relic is active so that you can reach the 4 focus. Otherwise you won't be able to get the full 4 focus. You'll only reach the 3. Of course, you can boost your damage output even more in your foundations. Unlock all the attack related points. You need 2 points each, or 2 sparks each, which is a total of 12 sparks for the attack. Get your crit damage also maxed out, crit chance maxed out if you can. This one requires 2 points each, again 12 here. This one is 6 points because 1 point each for the crit chance. And of course, if you want, you can kind of increase your smash stance. It's very important because your smash stance is what is going to help you out a lot. And of course, make sure you put in 20 points at least to get your full 4 focus dots available for you to charge up. So these are the things that you want to do. And of course, if you want, you can kind of use any other transformations that will kind of take care of the cooldown on the spells if you want to. But I would suggest just making use of the build I've kind of shown here. It will definitely do a super high damage hit, or if you're lucky, it will actually kind of do the one shot you need. Only up to new game plus 3, this particular build is pretty good for a one shot or a super high damage. But after you reach new game plus 4, it's not gonna be that easy. You will be doing a lot of crit related damage, but you will also take a lot of damage from the boss itself. They have a lot of HP and they have a lot of damage output, so be careful in new game plus 4. Anyways, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. I hope you guys also try it out, and do let me know in the comments what you thought about it, and if you were able to pull off the technique that I've been using to do the one shots. And yeah, do let me know how it kind of turns out for you. And hope you guys kind of finish off your first playthrough. If you're struggling with it, please do kind of try this build out. Hopefully it kind of gets you through your first playthrough and you're able to enjoy the new game plus mode related advanced unlocks that you get. Either it be some secret stuff or some RNG stuff or some weapons or armors that you can craft in your new game plus. Anyways, that's about it again. Thank you for watching, and as always, etto sayonara, etata, SUNA. Bye bye. You guys always keep smiling, and yeah. Ciao.